both come from projects that have huge scope and very varied backgrounds. What drew you to this one in particular? How long have you known about it, or when did you first work with Ben?
Well, for me, it was Ben's unique voice, and wanting to see that come to life current. And that's why I wanted to jump back into the Tick. I wanted to see a new version, live-action version of it. And the best thing that happened, David Fury joined Ben and created a terrific show.
Thank you. I worked with Ben on Angel.
Yes, which I love his episodes of Angel. Yes, and we're currently actually also doing a Buffy and Angel rewatch podcast with newbies.
Okay,
they don't know about Smile Time yet, so that's going to be
the Fury Josephson crossover, because I worked with David Boreanaz on Bone.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. There you go.
Cool.
It's a very small community.
I believe
very
you.
Small. Yeah, so Ben directed me because I got to play the Jim Henson character.
Yeah.
Gregor Frampkin, as he named him. So we had just a ball doing that, and we remained friends over the years.
Awesome.
And then when Barry and he were trying to relaunch the Tick with Amazon, Ben just kept me apprised. I was on a deal at 20th, doing like 24 and doing Tyrant and Homeland. And but as soon as Ben got the pickup, he called me and said, "Will you do this with me?"
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it was exactly the right timing. I needed this so badly.
He wanted some comedy back in his life.
I needed comedy back in my life. There's just so many, Muslim terrorists I can write about, and suicide deaths. I had to get back to some comedy.
Speaking of comedy, you've obviously got this scope of this show, which is like big, not like kind of the big budget movie blockbuster style, within the confines of a 20-minute comedy. So, like, what was that experience like creating that situation? That's you.
Better to answer that.
Well, our director of the pilot in the first episode,
comes from a huge cinematography, background. So, yeah.
You get the Dark Knight DP to do your. It just looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
And everyone was blown away. But Ben and I realized early on that I went, not everybody has a 60-inch TV in their living rooms. There's some people who watch these on laptops.
Yeah.
And some of that scope, the comedy was getting lost. Because they're watching on smaller screens. So we altered it a little bit. We altered the series where it became much more intimate and much more leaning into the funny.
Yeah.
Because some of that was lost. The scope is still there, but
he did give us a really good template to follow, which is great, and we have tried to follow.
And it's an evolution that we're working very constantly with right now, where how the Tick is altering this world, and how more color is coming into it, more light is coming into it, and even progressing into next season, we have all sorts of ideas for the look of the show continuing to evolve.
Cool. Speaking of the ways people are watching, how you guys are both veterans. How do you obviously feel about the online services producing their own original content like Amazon and Hulu and stuff like that? What has that change been like in terms of production? Is it sort of just like working with any other studio or network?
No, it's great. The great thing about Amazon is that they really back the vision that Ben and David had for the show. We all went in to pitch. We ran to pitch them and pitch something that's odd, offbeat, interesting, comedic, and they said yes. And they really said yes to the vision that these guys had. So that's a unique thing.
Yeah.
And that's very
Do you think the online networks say yes to weirder things?
I think that they're more open to challenging product. They're less concerned about their advertising, more in terms of the audience.
Yeah.
And I think that plays a big part. They have been nothing but tremendously supportive to us, and that's not something I've seen in most of the other studios or networks.
Do either of you have a particular favorite character and why in the show so far?
Mine is Overkill. Maybe it's because I'm full of anger, but he has a great he has a very funny point of view about the world and about how he copes in it.
How about you?
I have answered this question before, and I'm also an Overkill fan.
Oh wow!
It has a little bit to do with that anger, but more to do with gadgets.
Oh, cool.
I always wanted to have gadgets to work with, and he has some.
Cool. Well, we'll look out for that, and we'll see you at the panel this afternoon. So thank you so much for speaking with me.